Alright, you are watching me live on Mike the Physics Mathematics channel. You are going to enjoy a very nice solution on coordinate geometry. And here is a question for you. The question reads: a straight line passes through the point P into 1, 2 and Q into 5, 8. Calculate the length PQ. So solution. For you to solve this question effectively, please let me draw a sketch on how these points are located on the Cartesian or on a plane, and then you can be able to know how to substitute into the formula that I'll be using shortly without any issue. So now, this point P and Q can be located on the Cartesian plane as you draw your straight line, you indicate your axis, this is your y-axis, and this is your x-axis. Now, we say the point P is located as x as 1 and then y as 2. So let's say y or x is 1 at this particular point here. This is 1, and then y is 2 at this particular point here. This is y1 and this is x1. So joining the point in order to obtain to know where point P is located, we can sketch it this way. So this is point, at this particular point, the point where these two lines meet from where P is located. So that is P1, 2. Now, the next point, which is Q now, is located at point 5, 8, which means that x is 5 and y is 8. So let's assume 5 is found here and then 8 for y is found here. Now, joining the 2 points together, we can trace it where they meet from the point where Q is located. So this is the point Q, and the values are 5, 8. Now, the distance between this point is this line I will draw here to join them together. So this is line PQ. Now, we can be able to trace these points here to join with the vertical. And joining this point with the vertical, what we have here will give us the distance from here. This one is x1 and this is our x2. This is y1, this is our y2. Now, the distance from here, the difference is x2 minus x1. So this line represents x2 minus x1. Coming to this side, for the y-axis now, the distance from point T to point Q here will give us y2 minus y1. That is the difference between this y2 and y1 will give us this line. The difference between x2 and x1 will give us this line. Now, we can apply Pythagoras here in order to obtain this, saying this is a right angle. Where this line PT meet form a right angle. So we can apply Pythagoras in order to obtain this, since we know this from here, from T to Q, and then from P to T. Now, applying Pythagoras theorem, we can have line PQ square is equal to x2, because this line here from here to here is x2 minus x1. So we have x2 minus x1 all square plus this line from here to here is given as y2 minus y1. So we have y2 minus y1 all square. Now, to remove this square, we can take square root of both sides. So our PQ, line PQ, is equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 all square plus y2 minus y1 all square. Now we can substitute in the values of x2, x1, y2, y1 into this equation to simplify it further. So we can have that PQ is equal to the square root of our x2 is 5. So that is 5 minus x1 is 1. 5 minus 1 all square plus Our y2 is 8. So that is 8 minus y1 is 2. This will be equal to the square root of 5 minus 1 will give us 4 square, plus 8 minus 2 will give us 6. That is 6 square. Now, we can find the square of 4. So the square of 4 is what? 16. Plus the square of 6 is what? 36. Adding them together, we have 16 plus 36 will give us 52. Now, when you add this one, we simplify this one further, we can break it into short form. So when we have 4, a perfect square number times a prime number, so 4 times 13 will give us 52. And now the square root of 4 is what? 2. So we have 2 root 13 units as the value of distance PQ. I'm sure you enjoyed this solution. This is a very simple question on coordinate geometry. If you like this video, please don't forget to share these videos and subscribe to my channel in order to follow me for more videos. Please, I like your comments. Have a lovely time. Bye.